In GeoSet logic, a vertical line represents principle, a horizontal line represents function, a pulse shape, sometimes called a balloon, represents energy. The pulse shape is not arbitrary. Its summit is at the bottom, not the top, like fire, like emergence, like a droplet inverted. It represents emanation, not collapse. When you place that pulse above the intersection of principle and function, the meaning is no longer symbolic guesswork. It reads as the principle and function of energy. That is not life in the poetic sense, it is energy itself. The same applies to the serpent. It doesn't mean mystery or magic. It means energy in motion, flow. Once you understand the logic, you don't need Egyptologists to tell you what the symbol means, because the geometry already told you. This is why it feels universal. GeoSet is universal not because it replaces languages, but because it precedes them. To understand why GeoSet feels both ancient and unfamiliar, it helps to distinguish between its layers. What we find almost everywhere in the ancient world is what can be called GeoSet C, the conceptual phase. This is where symbols encode ideas like energy, flow, balance, principle, and function. What we do not find historically, however, are GeoSet A and GeoSet B, the numerical phases. These introduce structured numerals built from geometry itself, grounded in base, 12, rather than arbitrary number marks. Ancient cultures clearly understood the conceptual meaning of number, but their numeral representations were inconsistent, symbolic, or conventional, not structurally derived the way GeoSet numerals are. As far as we know, this is the first time the conceptual and numerical layers have been unified into a single symbolic logic. This is why GeoSet feels complete in a way ancient systems don't, without diminishing them. A concrete example. The Ankh. This becomes clearer with an example most people already recognize, the Ankh symbol. Today, it's commonly translated as life. That translation isn't wrong, but it's mostly incomplete because it relies on cultural interpretation rather than structure. Its vagueness distorts preciseness and premise. GeoSet allows us to bypass translation entirely.